This is one of my favorite country roads to bike on. It's got some good scenery by the Rideau Canal. It's just a really fun road to ride on. So on another video, I biked from Highway 15 along the Cataraqui Trail, which is just right over there. That was a great experience. Had some nice scenery. They are calling for rain in about another hour. Trying to avoid the rain if I can, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Such a fun road to bike down. Watch out for snakes for the next 2.5 kilometers. There was this news article that was out just the other day where it was like, bull constrictor eats an entire fully grown deer, and it's never been caught on video before. So after knowing that, makes me appreciate those signs just that much more. So far so good. No snakes. If a boa can get a deer, I don't think I have much of a chance. And here I was worried about bears the whole time, right? This is a great road to ride on in the summer. The only downside with it is we've got a lot of traffic on this road. I kind of like doing it like this because then I've got the road all to myself. And the reason for that is that it's a pretty windy road. And most people, they don't follow the speed limit on this road, so doesn't give either of you much chance. It's really pretty here. Wow. This is what I was kind of hoping for. Look at this. Colors still up on the trees right here. This is what makes it worthwhile. Even just one little section like this. Wow. The perfect place for it too. Up there is where I was biking on the Cataraqui Trail. And this is a really steep hill. This is I'm gearing downhill as much as I can because, oh boy. Oh. Every time on that hill. Every time. Oh. There's a nice view down here of the lake. So I think I'm going to take a break at the bottom of this hill and just enjoy my scenery. Yep, this is it. So this is the view I was talking about from up high. Really scenic little spot. This is the last big hill for me. After this, it's pretty smooth sailing. That's it. Gear down as much as I can. Whew. Makes me feel glad I took that little break there. And it's one thing when you've got one big hill, but then when you've got two that are so close together, you're a little bit out of shape and you're on the final stretch of your day. Whew. this is what cycling is about for me. Just getting out, seeing places like this, experiencing them, get a little exercise, keep your mind clear, and just appreciate the scenery that's all around you. I'm just kind of wired to going out to more rural places like this. I grew up in a small town, moved to a small city, and then moved to a larger city, but that one there, at least you were right by all the wilderness. I'm talking about Ottawa. So didn't quite feel like you were in a big city. And then ever since I moved out of Ottawa, I've been in smaller places where, hey, you can get out to places like this and it's not a long distance to get out. And just enjoy the quieter way of life. Less stress. Another warning sign for snakes for the next kilometer. Keep my eyes peeled. So far, the only thing I've seen is lots of deer and geese. I'm cautiously optimistic that I'm gonna survive. I know, I've got to be a fool for taking such a dangerous road like this, but you know, I can't help who I am. Oh, something's on the side of the road. I hope that's not a boa. Oh, just a part of a car. Got lucky there. There's a deer right ahead of me. He's just staring at me. There he goes. Look at that white tail. Beautiful. Oh, two of them. Wow. Get moving. Really nice little place to stop, huh? Yeah, it's just little experiences like that that make coming out to places like this just so worth it. Down here, got some marshlands. Great blue heron. Wow. And then the sun comes back out. You know, my body is getting some exercise. I'm not in a room seeing the same thing over and over again. My brain is stimulated. I'm in a place where I just really enjoy being. And yeah, great way to spend the day for me. I like getting to the point where I am right now where physically I'm just tired. Means I've pushed myself good. And yeah, it's a good feeling, and it's a tired feeling. When you see the sign, Rideau Lakes welcomes you right here, that's your heads up that, hey, you've made it most of the way down the Pinnacon Road to Chaffey's Lock. You're right by the Rideau Canal. That's always a good feeling. This has been such a fun day. At this time of the year, you really can't take it for granted just how many more days you're going to have to get out and go for a bike ride. I mean, yeah, sure, you could bike all the way to minus 15, minus 16. I've gone and done that. It was December 10th, and it was the coldest day of the year. I think it was like minus 16 or something crazy like that. And then biking with the wind chill, oh, I can't tell you just how cold that was. It was an experience though, and it was fun because I wanted to bike on the Cataraqui Trail and record that one little stretch that I hadn't done, and I knew the snow was coming, and it was coming the next day. So that told me that that's it. If I don't bike today, my biking season is done up until spring, or at least late winter if I get lucky. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna be there for a couple of hours. I can deal with the cold. I just want to get out, go for one last ride and enjoy it. Whoa. Was it more than I bargained for? Yep. Did I enjoy myself? Oh yeah, I did. No questions about that. Is it something that's going to stick with me probably for the rest of my life, that I went and I did something crazy like that? You know it. And I'm glad I did it. I don't know if I would do it again. So, to me, you know, a day like today where the high is 11 degrees Celsius, and you know, you've got the wind chill, probably puts it at about 5. I think that's kind of a nice way to just sort of end things off for the year. Don't really want to push it too much more than this. Another good reason not to push it too far is just the scenery. I mean, it's so much nicer when the trees are full and things are green, especially compared to going out in the wintertime where everything's just kind of a black and white and shades of brown and gray. Visually, it just doesn't do as much for me. Even today, I really was hoping for a little bit more color in the trees than what I got, but I'm going to take what I've got here. I'm happy with this. Nice to be able to look through the sides, see into the woods. Still a few trees like this. Well, that one's still got a bunch of leaves. Look at them all fly off. Wow. Just right underneath all those. It's funny, you can be all out of energy after a day of biking all around, and then you get to a spot that you're just excited about, and you perk up a little bit, you get a little bit of extra energy, and it's a totally different feeling. Like, I know I'm here at Chaffey's Lock now, and I'm all excited about this, so though I might be tired, it's an excited tired, and I feel good. Here we are. This is where all the boating traffic goes through in the summertime. These are the locks on the Rideau Canal. And then up further that way there, that is where the Cataraqui Trail is. And right here, this is where I ended the ride that I did the other year down Opinicon Road. However, this year, this isn't where I stop. I want to keep going down Opinicon Road. So keep on traveling through Chaffey's Lock here. Get myself back to the Cataraqui Trail and finish things off over at Highway 15 where I've got the car parked. This has been such a fun year for me, getting out to go explore new places that I'd never been to before. Going out and checking out a couple of places that I have been to before, but seeing them with different eyes. And even things like this where, you know what, I've been down Opinicon Road before, but I've never biked on this section. So to come out here and bike on this part of the road, or to do the Cataraqui Trail with Rhonda, you know, it's been a fun year for me. Got to mix things up too on the YouTube channel between the real-time videos and going back to doing some edited videos, slowing things down a little bit so I'm not quite as burned out when I'm going out to do the bike rides or to edit the bike rides. Just made me appreciate this whole experience so much more. So here I am at the end of October, out on a country road where I'm really taking it in and really just kind of digging this. I can't believe the skies opened up, the sun came back out. What a great end to this ride. That's the cool thing about Opinicon Road too, is even once you get past Chaffey's Lock, like you can see, it's still pretty windy. You got cows. How's it going, guys? Horses. Still some nice scenery over here too, but it's very different depending on what side of Chaffey's Lock you're coming from. This is more your typical Ontario farmland. And the other side is, I don't know, I gotta say more rugged, more wild. So if this ends up being the last ride of the year for me, you know what? I think this is a great way to end it. If I get a little bit more time on the bike before the snow hits, I'll take it. But if I don't, I really can't complain. This has been a great biking season and really happy to have gotten out and done all the rides that I set out to do this year.